do now against Foggy is what we're gonna find out next. Best of 3 for us, gonna be kicking off on Northern Isles in this quarterfinal best of 3. Both players are in the prize money already, but it's gonna be steeply increasing the further they go here, of course. 1-0 performed very well in the TeD Cup number 4, the precursor to this one, TeD Cup 5. He took first place, and with that, the lion's share of the prize money. Last time around, he had to play against humans mostly, which probably is his best matchup. Now, going up against Foggy, we'll see what the two strategical geniuses come up with. We start off on the frozen lands, the Northern Isles. Foggy in the top right. 1-0. Playing a ghoul build in the bottom left. Foggy creeping at the green, not at the Tuskar. Foggy has been playing mostly Keeper, Demon, Dryad expansion, but he has been experimenting lately with one base play with Demon Hunter, just Bears, and Naga second, the old school Night Elf style. I don't really think that's Foggy's best strategy. I don't think it suits his style too well. Foggy really excelled at having really crisp builds and timings and playing from an expansion lead. In a one base versus one base scenario, I don't think he can really make use of his strengths too well. Foggy is not a player who relies too much on micro. Unlike Happy, for example. 1-0 himself is very capable of microing properly, like all top undeads are, but he also is very creative and a strategical genius. One of my favorite quotes of all time from Warcraft players was when I interviewed 1-0 at WGL when Happy was attending the first time. And of course asked him about what he thinks of Happy and about the difference in their styles. And he said, well, Happy has the micro, but I have the strategies. And that is definitely true a lot of the time. Although I would say recently 1-0 has become a little bit more streamlined. There hasn't been too many crazy strategies and big innovations from him in a while, from what I saw. Thank you, by the way, Barlin with the sub, Naui with the sub, and Casol38 with the sub. Much appreciated, boys. Oh! Fast, fast, fast expansion by 1-0.
A player's forces are under attack.
Gets the kill as well. Foggy didn't detonate or make a Moonwell there. So that's a bit more experience for the DK, who of course went coil level 1. He knew it was going to be a keeper. It's Entangle first harass. Oh my goodness. That's going to make this really easy for 1-0, isn't it? Without Treants, what can Foggy do here? Ooh, coil used pretty early on. Ring of Region for the Death Knight is a wonderful item. I think 1-0 took a bit too much damage here on this DK, to be fair. Oh, Entangle again, gets the detonate. Oh my god, Foggy actually almost gets the kill. DK used the coil to get the level up. He's considering going for Death Pact, and he should have! Because Foggy gets the kill. What the hell? What just happened here? This was crazy. Is Foggy going all in? Hunter's Hall? And seems like yes he is. I think 1-0 crept this camp very badly. The proper way of creeping this camp is kill the Tuskar with a medium armor first. Oh, doesn't get the deny. He misclicked. He attacked the crypt. The proper way to creep this is kill the Tuskar first and then kill the Ogre Magi. 1-0 panicked a bit. And lost the DK, which is a disaster. Second Angel of War coming for Foggy. He's going for the Telestaff, his favorite item. He's going to have level 3 here before too long, I think. And 1-0 is in trouble. How can Foggy harass you with Treants? Yeah, I know, I said that. But I think 1-0 played it pretty bad, to be completely honest with you. And now these ghoul kills are very easy to come by. 1 entangle, 2. But the DK is back. Not Tavern revived, so he has some mana here to use. But Foggy's gonna push hard all in against this. Foggy seems to be convinced for a long time that this is the proper play. Whenever I see him play against an undead fast expansion, he always goes all in with Keeper hunts. And that's perhaps the right call, because Keeper, of course, doesn't scale too well into the late game. Alright, the expansion will be finishing. What 1-0 needs, I think, is a graveyard and a transition to Fiends soon. Because these ghouls are gonna outlive their welcome soon. Once the Keeper gets level 3. $200 1-0. Not spending it right now. When you're going for an expansion like this and you're getting pushed, it's really important to be very efficient with your gold usage. He's not making the graveyard. He could have started this graveyard like 20 seconds ago. Tech! That is so greedy. Wow. That choice should usually lose him the game, but we'll see if 1-0 can make a miracle happen here. Good anti-surround against the entangle. A lot of wisps coming in for detonate. Or just to make APs. What is there? Not canceling the tech. Okay, maybe his thought process is this expansion is going to go down sooner or later anyways. But he wants to get as much gold as he can, and then have a tech to fall back on. Maybe that's his idea, but yeah, with this fast tech, you shouldn't be able to hold this expansion at all. Normally. Keeper gets level 3, going for the DK again. He's almost surrounded, but not quite. Oh, nice counter surround on the Keeper, but the DK is dead again. Keeper gonna staff out. And the APs will be finishing. A couple of ghouls here are still pretty healthy, so actually 1 AP might be getting cancelled just barely. Oh, the Wisp comes in for the repair, but it's not enough. Wow, 1 AP actually goes down, but a lot of ghouls are dying. DK cancelled in the altar. Oh, the ghouls tried to get to the tavern, but okay, 1 ghoul is here. Gets the DK back. Oh my god, so many ghouls died this game. And the DK as well. Oh my god, is he dead again? It's gonna cost the Keeper quite a bit of mana, but he might get another kill here on this Death Knight. Oh, Light Skull. I think he's dead again. Definitely looks like it. Expo going down in the meantime. DK dead again. Keeper level 4. GG. Alrighty. Foggy takes the 1-0 lead in a solid performance. Yeah. Well done by Foggy. 1-0 did mess that up a bit though. That natural creep could have been done better. He definitely took too much damage on the DK there, creeping the natural. Normally 1-0 very... Oh, wait a minute. Very capable of creeping that properly. But sometimes when you're under pressure, things can go wrong. Okay. Quick 1-0 here for Foggy. I wonder if that's going to completely dissuade 1-0 now from fast expanding. Something that he has been favoring to do against Night Elf for quite a while, especially on certain maps like Echo Isles, like Tide Hunters, like Northern Isles, like we saw. And Last Refuge, our next map, it's also doable, but it's very hard. Much harder than especially on Echo. Man, Star-Shaped, you know, we're homies, but you're a bit too salty. Was this triggered by me when you lost to my fast expansion? I checked out your chat after, and you seemed a bit upset, my friend. You seemed a bit upset. You know, maybe there's some things you could improve as well. Just saying. Just saying, bro. So anyways, Foggy 1-0 lead. 1-0 now going into map 2 being down. But it certainly has the chops to possibly pull off a comeback here. We'll see. Ghoul opening again by 1-0. And standard Altar Ancient of War opening by Foggy. Now this could be a Demon Hunter. On this map, because the natural is not too far away from the Night Elf main, and you can pick up the item right away, and you can use some detonates maybe, even a Demon Hunter can do a fairly decent job harassing a fast expo. Of course, the Keeper is much better, but a Demon can do it on this map, sort of. But it's no Demon. It is the Keeper once again. Ooh, far forward Ziggurat. I like that. I feel like this is underused. In Undead Mirror and against Night Elf, this is very effective. Having one far forward narrow tower. Against Human and Orc, I think it's not that good of an idea, because they have much more damage early on and are much more likely to attack your base and kill some buildings.
A player's forces are under attack.
But normally against Night Elf, it takes forever until they have bears. And also Undead only with Fiends, and normally they're creeping early. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. Might not even become relevant at all. Could just be a game where Foggy never attacks the main. Normally, attacking the Undead main base for a Night Elf is not a good idea. In most cases. Of course, this is also helpful for when the Keeper wants to walk in and he gets narrow slowed early. And he has a tough time getting to the Acolytes. So this time around, TP not being sold, no Sacrificial Skull, so no fast expansion this time around. By 1-0, he's going to play this straight up. Keeper going to go for a fast level 2. He's attacking the wrong target though, isn't he? I guess it works out. Takes a bit of time. Oh my god, that's very annoying. Oh my god, dude, this High Priest. Oh, 1-0 comes in. Oh, and he steals the last hit. And he gets the surround. Ooh. Oh my god, that was almost an early game slaughter. Good Wisp detonate here possible. Only got one Skelly though. The other two Skellies push into the corner. Unlike Baby, those do get put into a corner. And the tech starts. Wait, Foggy's not teching. Oh, he went early Hunter Soul again. He was just blindly going counter Expo. Maybe. Alright, so remember earlier in the first game of the day when somebody was pinging me 3 times? Or even 4 times during the first match and was kind of distracting? It was Foggy pinging me on Netties, messaging me. And he asked me if on Concealed Hill and Northern Isles and something else, if there, I think, hunts are OP against Undead. And I was very confused by this message. And I truthfully answered him and said, I think hunts are never good against Undead. He didn't respond. But yeah, that's my opinion on Huntresses. But he is playing Hunts. And I have seen Foggy play one Huntress strat before against Undead, which is Hunts with an Expo and then Hippogriffs. So the idea being Hippos deal with the Destroyers and Hunts deal with the ground units. And the Night of then stays on tier 2. I've seen that sometimes work for Foggy, but I also saw it fail a lot. Once the Undead Hero, the Tri-Hero combo got up to high levels, that just kind of got massacred, but Foggy's gonna try it again. Hunts, expansion. This looks like he's playing against Orc, honestly.
A player's forces are
Tier to finish 1-0. Is he going for Tavern Hero? Wait a minute. What? Naga? Tinker! Tinker second. Alright. Something new. Oh, he hasn't seen the tree light yet? Now he does. That Tinker's gonna add in a lot more damage with that Pocket Factory. Yeah. And now the Expo's cancelled. Huntress surrounded. Oh my god, Wonder is playing a sick game too here. He has the dust. Huntress going down.
a player's forces are under attack.
And Keeper Hunts is an army that falls off super hard late game, so you have to make sure you get the expansion early. Oh my god, another surround. This time with the Clockwork Goblins. Woo! Oh my god, dude. Oh, I had the overlay wrong. Sorry about that, boys. Foggy is the Night Elf, of course. And Foggy is in trouble. He doesn't have the expansion. The only good thing he has is Keeper level 3. But the ghouls might still make it away. Ah, okay, he's going to catch up to 1. Tinker second. What a cool choice. So rare to see, but honestly, Tinker in the late game is decent. Of course, not as good as the Lich. But this game entirely revolves around the expansion for Foggy. Without an expansion, he cannot win. He's going tier 3, Demon Hunter second. And Expo. No lores yet. But should be coming soon. Alright, make use of the strength of the Keeper right now. That level 2 Entangle is definitely giving Foggy full map control. 1-0 having to run away now. Oh. Is he gonna have the time here to cancel the expansion? I don't think so. Tinker could be dying here, possibly. 1-0 though can transfer a TP if he must.
Player's forces are under attack.
And Foggy should be getting the Ogre Magi here, which is a great steal for him. The Invis Huntresses started this all at the end of nighttime, which was pretty cool. Tier 3 finally finished, Lich coming, and Destroyer form. And that is gonna change a lot. First statue also helps out a lot. Just for healing over time against the Entangled, damage over time. But Foggy should certainly be getting this last hit. He's not making lures.
Are under attack.
What the hell is the strat, Foggy? Just hunts tier 3 into archers? Alright, Foggy got the item. Big invul for the Demon Hunter is very nice. DK does not want to have to use the TP. Whew, but he did have to. One more mana burn and 1 or 2 more right clicks would have been the end there. Single Ancient of War, by the way. Foggy only has 1 production building. I am so confused by this build.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now, mass archers I have seen before work. Lawlight, Moon, Foggy, they all played this before, but you do need a level 3 Demon Hunter definitely to make that happen. And it suffers hard against Dark Ranger third. But since 120 picked the Tinker, he's obviously not going to have a Dark Ranger.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, second Agent of War coming now. Wouldn't have been too surprised to see a double shop here for double Orb of Venom. Scroll the Beast can be pretty good for archers. Oh, Sobi Mask is a wonderful find for the Death Knight for 120. His levels still aren't too high. If 120 though, if he gets to 4-3-3 hero levels, just the heroes and statues can deal with ridiculous amounts of archers. That's the big problem with this strategy. Mass archers oftentimes get massacred by high level heroes, and also by possibly A-bombs. And we have Disease Cloud coming in already.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, bottom third. Foggy. Would love to see a second shop now. Here or something. We have triple orb soon. Foggy's gonna have a lot of DPS, but his army is gonna be super frail with those archers having so low HP. So a lot of creeps on the map, as is oftentimes the case on Last Refuge. Lots of experience for 120 to gobble up. Hood of Cunning, very good for the Lich. Foggy playing pretty passively right now. He wants to get some upgrades, wants to get some items. The thing also with this build is you need a lot of items. You need Invul and Heal Pot on the Demon. You need Heal Scrolls for the Archers. And that's Tinker level 3.
A town is under siege.
120 going into upkeep fast. 120 could have also camped here and banked at 50 supply and wait until he has like 4 A-bombs out. He's gonna push a little bit earlier when Foggy still doesn't have that big of an army yet. Going for the heal scroll. So he's got double invuln, Ankh, heal scroll, show of protection, double heal scroll. But because he spent so much on items, he doesn't have that big of an army yet. Shop goes down, no second orb of venom for Foggy, so this keeper doesn't really do much damage. Okay, he's gonna give the orb to the Podum. It's a bit dangerous because the Podum is by far the easiest hero to nuke here. Archer going down right away, but the level 2 mana burn here is going to be probably the biggest strength for Foggy. Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage. Doesn't have rings or HP items. But he does have a Lion Horn. Big Invul Potion use. He's going to be invulnerable here for quite some time. Heal Scroll has to be activated. Scroll the Beast still not used here. Tinker dropping low and might be going down. Heal Scroll to save the Tinker. And the Invul of the Demon Hunter is over. He's in trouble now. Staff transfer. Oof. He died in the main. He's going to be revived with the Ankh in the main. That staff almost was stolen. And it seems like 120 is hitting too early. Foggy is not ready yet. Invul Potion on the Keeper as well. He's going to survive. Now the Podum, you can see when she gets focused, she dies real quick. DK level 4, that's a big level up here for the Aura level 2 for the entire army. Destroyer is still standing, wasn't sniped. And this expansion is going to go down. Poof. Bye-bye, Expo. I gotta say, I think the Keeper Demon Dryad expansion is much stronger than this one. But I have seen a few Night Elves recently going more into archers again. It can work sometimes when you get that huge archer army, when you get a good position. But if anything goes wrong, if you have to run away with archers, it's just a nightmare. Archers are so slow. The Undead has Unholy Aura to chase you. Nova as well. And Foggy seems to be losing map number 2. This strategy with the Keeper and Mass Archers definitely does not work off of one base. Creeping up a bit more. The 120 got the levels now. 4-3-3. This is very, very strong. And the Keeper and the Pawn both just aren't good late game heroes. It's only the Demon Hunter who's really a strong contender. The Keeper's strength is early game. To get ahead early with an expansion. Or with a lot of kills. But Foggy's gonna try here. Pawn in trouble again. Nova almost executes her. She will survive for a bit. But the heal scroll is not good enough to keep her alive this entire time. Potom goes down. The staff is ready, but it's reserved for the Demon Hunter because that hero cannot die, must not die. And he will be staffed out and will survive. And again, you're on the back foot. The fight didn't go your way. You're trying to run away, and the archers are getting massacred. And that is GG called. And 1-1. 1-0 equalizes. Interesting approach by Foggy. This seems to be a new style that he's developed. The Huntress Fast Expo, delaying his tech. But 1-0 adjusting so damn well. Realizing right away its weakness, which is the heavy reliance on the fast expansion. He goes for the Tinker second, which basically no one does. Cancels the expansion, kills 2 Huntresses. Foggy's mid-game is slowed down. He did recover decently with a level 3 Keeper, finding some kills, stealing some camps. But he just didn't expand fast enough, didn't have the ability to build big enough of an army. And 1-0 closes it out, bringing us to map number 3. And the decision will be on Echo Isles. And that's pretty interesting. Because Echo Isles is the best fast expansion map. 1-0 likes this style. He tried it on Northern Isles. There it failed. But on Echo, it's much better. Because the Knight of Harass is much, much harder to execute. And the question here is, what's Foggy going to expect? What's going to be his counterplay? If I was in Foggy's shoes, I would 80% expect a fast expansion here. We'll see what his play will be. Thank you, Dan Stigge, with the sub. Quite a few Night Elves also against the Undead Fast expansion just go into a counter expansion playstyle. Going, for example, for a Warden, creep her heavily to level 3, tech up fairly quick, and go for a counter expo, and then use your tier 2 map control to creep the map. But that is rarely the style that Foggy wants to play against Fast Expo. Foggy is normally keeper all in kind of style, which can be very predictable and can be held if done well. But has to involve early fiends, which is not what we saw on Northern Isles. Alright, decision time. Map 3. Pretty tense game here. Pressure on both these guys. Foggy, the most promising European representative in this tournament, and 1-0, of course, having won TeD Cup 4, trying to defend his title. Only one can make it into the semifinals, and we'll find out who it is here. Ghoul build by 1-0, and Foggy going for the green, not for the Merc camp. So it's going to be a keeper first again, and aggressive play if 1-0 tries to fast expand. And the tell for this is going to be if the DK sells the TP. If the DK sells the TP and buys the Sacrificial Skull, we know this is going to be fast expo. Acolyte Scout by 1-0, by the way. Wants to figure out what Foggy's up to. If he sees that there's no Ancient of War over here, he will know it must be here. To be honest, you can also go for an Ancient of War creep here to creep the natural. But that's pretty rare. Two Wisps making their way towards the expansion already. Foggy is absolutely expecting the fast expo and wants to have a counter prepared right away. Is he going Entangle first again? No. Treants this time. Ring. Very bad item for Foggy. That's the worst. And 1-0 did sell a TP, did go for a Sacrificial Skull. Only one skull. Which is very weird. Normally you want to go double skull. In case of detonate. When the Keeper might be harassing the main base. Yeah, interesting. He's going to harass the main. Going to force a tower there. And it's difficulty also in involving the Wisps here. They get ensnared when they run in for the detonate. So one Wisp is going to go down. Does detonate. That was important. DK using a lot of mana to creep this camp safely. Keeper killed one Acolyte in the main. Narrow Tower is coming up. This is very costly for 1-0. This is going to delay his expansion by a lot. But the Ziggurat will finish here fairly easily. And Foggy is going all in again. As always. He's going to get level 2 here in a moment. He already got the level 2, in fact. But mana now is very low. A lot of Treants in 1-0's main. I think the base build here not too good by 1-0. If he had the Ziggurat over here, he would have a wall off against the Treants. But as he built it here, he doesn't have that wall off. And the DK just got level 2, killing that one Treant. Keeper's gonna get more mana. Waiting for the hunts to come out. Now, 1-0 could just abandon the expansion and just tech right now. He can do one of two things. Either tech or expand. I like this move. Using the ghouls to creep the Merc camp right away. This is going to give him access especially to a Shadow Priest. Which would be crucial in trying to defend. He's going for a Berserker even. And not expanding yet. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. 1-0 adjusting to Foggy. Is he also going to go for the Shadow Priest here? Yeah. Needs to position the Shadow Priest in the back, though. That unit is very fragile. DK now almost level 3. He got a Crystal Ball, which he could use to scan the main and see the tier 1.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, here comes the expansion now. Mercs first into Expo. I still think you should go for a Graveyard. And then into Fiends. Alright, he scans the main. And 1-0 knows what's up. The Shadow Priest is really important. Should probably always have it in the back, not even have it in the main group. Acolyte used to scout for Ancient Protectors, but the Wisps are going to the main. That's where we're going to see the AP push. You get close to 3. Keeper, not really. Oh, the Ghoul Scout! Oh, is he going to see it? Oh my god, he sees it perfectly. He almost missed it. Being almost too early. But 1-0 sees the Wisp moving in. DK gets a kill with the coil on the Huntress and gets level 3 from that. Huge move for him. And these Wisps are prevented for now. But an AP is coming here. Foggy is trying to distract with his main army to buy time for the towers. But a few hunts are dying in the process. Keeper has only one entangle left for quite some time. Not too close to level 3 yet. A lot of APs are coming up. 1-0 falls back. Should definitely go for some items here at the shop. A lot of Necromancy. Also, Ritual Dagger here could be pretty good, actually. Dispel on the Berserker's Entangle. That was the last Entangle. Berserker will die in the end, and that's a lot of experience actually for Foggy. He might be getting close to level 3 here now. But Foggy's tournament life is on the line, and he's in trouble. Gets 2 mercenary kills, and that was almost level 3. And 1-0 didn't go for a Graveyard, so he can't go into Fiends. Nice surround there, and the Huntress closes that one in. He has the Crystal Ball still. Oh, he forgets about it. Uses it somewhere else. Wait a minute. Where did he scanned here? That must have been a misclick. One AP finishes, but only one. A lot of ghouls being brought out, and that AP is gonna go down. Foggy, it feels like he needs a hero kill here. He's very far behind. Wanted to do a great job scouting, seeing these APs early, almost allowing none of them to finish. And this is a weakness I feel that Foggy has had for a long time against this style. He is so predictable against Undead Fast Expo. He will always all in. Always. And 1-0 this time knew it was coming. And the perfect answer. This Merc camp early was brilliant. How did he get these 2 Mercs? Did you see that? He got the 2 Mercs at the same time, but with what unit? What? Skeleton? Ah, yeah, skeleton. Must have expired. Okay. That really confused me there for a second. The Shadow Priest so valuable now. He has 2 abolishes. Should keep that for the entangle, of course. Glaives now in the mix. The glaives are only good if they're protected by towers, and the towers have been cancelled again. We'll have to see a second crypt now for 1-0 to soon go into mass fiends. More ziggurats coming up at the expo. Surrounds, not all landing perfectly. But Foggy's forces are dwindling. A lot of low HP units. The DK is getting close to level 4, which is going to be a big level up for him. But a few pickups here for Foggy as well. He's going to get 1 or 2 ghouls. But on Blight here, we have a lot of regen for 1-0. Still no Ritual Dagger, which I think could have been quite helpful. Alright, here we go. Foggy needs to get up these APs. Without these APs, this game is lost. This game might be lost already. 1 more Hunters goes down. DK now only 1 kill away from level 4. 1 Glaive being pushed back. Glaive, of course, ultra frail with only 300 hit points. And the damage is starting to disappear for Foggy. DK gets level 4, and that might be the final nail in the coffin. DK has a bit more mana to use here as well. Gonna use it on the ghouls to keep them alive. APs cancelled again. Lots of ghouls saved into the back. 1-0, by the way, rich. The surrounds may not have been perfect, but outside of that, the defense here has been glorious. And now Foggy is pretty much out of it. Keeper's almost level 4, but it doesn't matter anymore. GG is called, and the win goes to 1-0. Foggy again plays his style against the Fast Expo. The Keeper hunts all in. That's what he's been doing for years, honestly.